we have a mentor here with us who is so appreciative of his group, whom he considers his own. So we are seeing somebody who is in a position so much higher, but a person who is not considering himself to bring a divide between what he is and what he is to be. So a mentor like this, who is so approachable, so positive towards the growth of his students, is something very rare. And as a student back in my college days, I've always been respectful of such mentors. And there is somebody like that who is here for his people to make sure that they have a better future. And finding people like them, like I already pointed out, is the rarest of rare. How or what was the reason? Is there some story behind you being a mentor like this to them?
Yeah, the story is coming from when I was a little kid. My father taught me, whenever you say something, you have to follow that. Otherwise, don't say it. So this is the lesson that I've been taught from, since I was kid. And it started during my journey from primary school to like a high school and university. Always I was thinking about that. If I say something, I have to follow. That's why I came here, as I mentioned before. I gave a promise to the parents, and I have to, and I should taking that responsibility to be in the position. That's why I came here, in order to follow in my steps that I decided to be taken.
It heads back to his childhood, where he heard one lesson which was taught, and he's still carrying it forward, which is commendable, which is great, and it is something which many generations coming ahead will definitely like to follow. If followed, would create immense impact. It is in fact teachers like you whom we all look up to, mentors like you who are more and more required in our society. So I'm just curious to know from you, what are those turning points in your life which you would like to share with us in this platform today?
So I think if I talk about everything, it takes too much time, but I would say some, few points which is changing my life. My parents always, when I was a kid, they taught me, you have to be careful, do the right way, because if you say apology, it's a very hard. Please don't do something wrong and after that regretting. That's why I was thinking about, some people say think twice. I was thinking 100 times.
Wonderful.
That's why I took all the steps, let's say in the right way, because they guided me in a right way. As I said, if you're not swimming, if you push it into the ocean, you cannot survive. But they made me as a good swimmer, and then I started swimming into my life journey. When I was in a primary school, in about 4th grade or 5th grade, I'm not quite sure, but I had a football.
Okay.
I was guiding my friends in the street, our neighbors. I gave them my football just in order to make them happy, and I wasn't even playing with them. Just like a judge. Please do in the right way. Don't making a problem for yourself. If you follow my rules, not like a boss, like a friend. I told them, if you follow my rules, I will give you my football every day. You have to respect each other, otherwise we're gonna be a brother and sisters together. So that was those points that I've been taught from my parents, and I have applied since so many times in my life. When I became a lecturer, let's say about 18 years ago, I touched one student. He was, in terms of age, he was elderly. One day he came, because I have a concept in my lectures. I reviewing the last lecture. He asked me, please, if it is possible, I'm not gonna, say something, because we have some different in age. I said, you are my big brother. We should be like a friend. That point, I said, you are my big brother. Changed him. Still we have a connection. Still we are in touch. So these kind of words, these kind of respect, these kind of if he or she feel you are respecting, you are giving a free time, and you're not crossing the limits,
Yeah.
they will follow, they will listen, they will respect. Yeah.
Absolutely. I would like to talk about 2 points which was told here. One is how not your boss but your friend.
Yes.
That difference of approach, that is extremely beautiful, because then what they see, like you said, the approach changed, you became
Yes.
bonded, you became friends. It's only because of that one difference of approach in which you handled it.
Exactly.
And another point, how you said, think 100 times and avoid that sorry which is unnecessary, which
Yes.
is so beautiful. I'm pretty sure not many of us will think in that perspective, but this is, when you said that, I started thinking, how many times do we say sorry when we can actually avoid making that mistake if we are conscious enough.
Right.
That was something that very much struck me, and I have to say, sir, it is a value which I will carry forward
Thank you so
from
much.
now.
Thank you.
It was
Pleasure. My pleasure.
very nice hearing, and I'm very happy of how you are saying that values taught at home is something that you carry forward even today, which is amazing. And definitely all this, when we look about, it is about listening, being aware, being appreciative on approach and behavior. So that is a wonderful time I had with you.
Thank you so
to
much.
you.
Our pleasure.
So today, Global TV is privileged to have you with us, sir. And we take this opportunity on behalf of all the Mangaloreans here to thank those beautiful parents of yours who are there for making somebody so responsible, so approachable, so active and proactive. Thank you to the parents who has built such a wonderful personality like sir. Thank you for him, because we in Mangalore today are lucky to have somebody like him. There are so many students who are taking inspiration from sir today, and I'm pretty sure if it weren't for the parental help, the parental nurturing which is given, today we wouldn't have him with us. So positive and wonderful. So thanks to you for sir. Thanks to all of you listening to us for having heard such valuable words from him today. We are very glad to have you with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.